Adventures with Katie, Season 3, Monday Mouthful, on baked pasta. Hey everybody, and welcome to Cooking Adventures with Katie. On today's Monday Mouthful, there we go, we will be discussing some baked pasta. And Tiger just jumped on the table. So, really, I couldn't find a lot. I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find a lot besides how to make better pasta and how to bake the best pasta dish. I did find a little bit, but like all of this much. So, we'll go through that, and then we'll go to the recipes that we could do for this week. For the stuffed tortellini, they came out quite tasty. David said the only issue that he had was with the cheese filling. He said, but he wasn't sure exactly what it was. He's more used to ricotta being in lasagna, and so I asked him if that was it. You know, maybe because it was in a different type of shell, and it was made differently, so it wasn't the usual flavor profile. And Tiger quit, and he was like, maybe. So there was that. That was the only issue. Otherwise, it came out good. Like, he had some and went back for seconds, and then, you know, it was all good. Tiger! I swear my animals try and sabotage me sometimes. Anyway, so came out pretty good, and yeah. So and I mean, and that was pretty much it. So for baked pasta. Now in the Middle Ages, a baked pasta dish was an opportunity for a chef to show off their resourcefulness. A lot of what goes into a baked pasta dish mostly depends on what's on hand. So what's in the refrigerator, what's in the pantry, what do you have? And that's what, you know, would go into a dish. Now in northern Italy, baked pasta dishes typically consist of heartier ingredients like butter, pork fat, heavy starches, and ragouts, which ragouts being meat sauces, not the brand. Southern Italy dishes or Southern Italian dishes, I suppose, usually are loaded with vegetables, as well as meats cured in the region. So vegetables being eggplants, and meats being like sausages. Now, baked pasta dishes can be a starter, can be a side dish, or they can be a main course, with lasagna being the most notable of baked pastas. Now, if you're layering a pasta dish, be sure to season each layer as you go, like in lasagna. But when you're baking your pasta, make sure to undercook your pasta beforehand, before it goes into the oven, because typically what baked pasta is everything is already cooked through. You're just kind of reheating it. So, and that's generally speaking what it is from you know, the research that I've done and reading a little bit about it. So, our recipes for this week can be we'll touch on that in a minute. Our recipes for this week. We can do baked manicotti or shells, so whichever I can find, I suppose. We can do roasted vegetable lasagna, baked macaroni and cheese, a southern staple, or pastizio, which is a Greek dish and could end up being a two-part video because it's highly involved and takes hours on end from the amount of work in looking at the recipe. So, like, lots of things. And we would also have to leave out feta cheese unless I found a dairy feta or a dairy-free feta. So that would be one of those things. So, baked manicotti or shells, roasted vegetable lasagna, baked macaroni and cheese, or pastizio, which is the Greek pasta, baked pasta. So, And circling back to the tortellini, when I made the filling, the cheese filling, I ended up only using like half of the filling. So either half your filling amount or double your pasta dough. Now, I will not be making pasta again. That was highly frustrating. And I know I'm terrible. I know. Highly frustrating and really tedious. And not something that I would really like to do again. But if it calls for it, then I can just make the pasta like in advance and not have to worry about it. Also, I also know how to do it this time. So it won't take 2 hours or 3 to figure out how to make it. So it's one of those things where you kind of want to have all day. And it was a pain. It was a pain. It was a pain. So, that. So yeah. That's me rambling, I suppose. This week's baked pasta. Yay! So yeah. Hope y'all learned a little something this episode. Sorry for the lack of stuff. I looked. When you have a broad category, there's just kind of like, but I could tell you stuff about manicotti and shells. I could tell you stuff about penne and tube noodles. That would give you a little bit more, but we'll get into those when we get into those. So, yeah. I'll see y'all on Friday with the Foodie Friday. Oh, and there will be a challenge episode on Wednesday, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'll be eating jackfruit, and probably be filming that next, because I haven't done it yet. So, I'll see y'all Wednesday with the challenge accepted, and we'll go from there. So, please like, subscribe, comment, thumbs up this video. It's cool. And Facebook, I have a page, Cooking Adventures with Katie. I also have a handle thing on Twitter, which is @CookAdventure, and you can vote there on either one of those platforms. You can also vote in the comments below the video. So yeah, see y'all next time, guys. Happy cooking.